There are some things in life that I just don't understand. Like how my cat only wants to bother me when I go to make a video or do anything other than spend time with him. That and how grown men could be upset that a cartoon bat isn't showing enough skin for them. But that is exactly what this guy made a video about, and I can't tell exactly what it is, but there's something very familiar about this guy's brand. Now this story starts with the announcement of a new Sonic game called
Sonic X Shadow Generations.
And people were very upset about some of the character designs and censorship in this new game coming out, which prompted this woke warrior to make this video calling out all the censorship in this game that isn't even out yet. Now you might be wondering, how do you criticize a game for censorship when the game hasn't even been released yet? Well, there were some screenshots posted of Rouge the Bat where like they used to have bare skin showing on her back. I'll show it here, I'm sure.
They took this Rouge the Bat character and completely covered up her back.
So there's less bat skin to look at, you freaks. That, and you bring up a bunch of examples from other Sonic games. Not the game that you're making the video about, but like other games.
Apparently, in the Sonic Generations remaster, Sega thought Sonic holding Amy Rose's face was microaggressive.
You know, you gotta bring up enough shit to stretch the video out to 8 minutes for mid-rolls because your woke women merch line isn't selling too well, I imagine. Woke women ruin everything. Yeah, I'm really sure you know a lot about women, dude. I seen your channel. I don't think women are something you have to worry about. Women don't like me because they're all woke, and that's why they don't like me. I want a face reveal. I want to know what you look like. If I'm going to try to level for a minute with this guy, I'd have to say that there are some really odd changes that he brings up. Only one of them are in this new Sonic X Generations, whatever, Rainbow Six Siege, Shadow the Hedgehog, Chris Chan, Sonic Shoe Generate, whatever the game's called. I'm 27 years old. I don't follow Sonic games. But even the Rouge the Bat thing, I'll be honest, I don't really understand why there has to be a Rouge the Bat costume change. I would imagine that it's more so just to appeal to a wider audience. These freaks seem to think it's because there's a giant conspiracy to woke brainwash the world. I'll let you decide who's probably right there. The other examples, which again are not from this game that is coming out, they're from past games, but to be fair, you know, that does give you a good idea of what is to come. But some other examples where there was some fat shaming jokes about Sonic taken out.
This is ridiculous shit.
There's a scene where Sonic is like pushing Amy's, I think it's her name, right? Amy Rose's head, and it's been changed to Amy Rose trying to give Sonic cookies.
Just your typical historical revisionism.
There's a bio of Amy Rose that was changed, and just why? I'll have to agree why.
The help of her Pico hammer and fortune cards, nothing gets in her way. I guess she doesn't flirt with him anymore either.
I mean, again, I would say it's so they can sell more copies to more different types of people and make more money, but they try to put this dark twist on it. Like there's more to it. There's more to this game. I'll show you. We're living in the Matrix, and I'm f***ing Morpheus coming at you live from my mom's basement. They're taking away the bat. I need my Sonic the Hedgehog bat. I can't afford to commission on DeviantArt. I need it in the game. My mom won't let me use her credit card anymore, and I will not get a job. They're putting soybeans in the water. They're putting soy in the water. I can't go outside. They're putting soy in the air. I weigh 365 pounds and I've never been to a gym in my life. Don't f*** up my DNA. Don't f*** with my physiognomy.
No one can outrun the Flash. Oof. Curses. One of my super foes has set a trap for me.
So I guess my problem isn't so much like what he's saying, but how he's saying it. Like trying to make it into a much bigger deal than it is, trying to make it a part of some wider conspiracy when it's probably just more about money. Like, okay, you're right. They censored some things that don't make sense. Who f***ing cares? Go get it. Oh no, wait, it's more than that? The woke mob's coming for you? Is the woke mob in the room with us right now? Like, there are some figures online that I actually like to listen to, especially when they go over stuff like this, because there is stuff to criticize. Like, one would be Chud Logic. He'll go over stuff similar to this, but he'll like have a more nuanced take on it. Like he'll be more realistic and not just make it into a bunch of fear-mongering nonsense. Do you think some people, if they were to go after this guy, they would try to like debate him and battle him on these topics, which I don't think is the right way to go. All I'm trying to do is say that this guy is kind of lame and he probably needs a job. and I'm trying to show you how the way he covers these topics is really, really funny. Like, if you want to critique and call out bad character design and give your point of view on it, that's totally fine. But when your examples are retweeting shit like this, yeah, I think you're just like a pervert. You're like some type of demented freak and probably should be in a cage. And it's funny to me that this would be like, this is ideal to you. And you're like proud of that. Like, you're gonna, like, you openly want people to know, like, this is how I would make the game. They'd all be naked with big tits and a giant ass and lots of bat. And Sonic gets a. It's like, yeah, dude, I like boobs too. You know what I do? I f my girlfriend. I don't get online and complain that they're taking my bat boobie away from me. And then frantically try to convince everybody that it's part of a giant conspiracy so everybody can be just as pissed off as I am.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Crap. I'm sick of being social engineered. It's not funny.
Here's some other posts that give you a good idea about how this guy thinks that I also just thought were really funny.
Video games were better when mostly men made them.
Not only does that kind of show how this guy just thinks overall, which is just funny in itself, but it also helps with my theory that this guy is just some bitterly angry incel that blames everyone else for his problems, which is just funny to me. I think incels are just funny to laugh at, but not like fake incels that just have an opinion that's not left-leaning in nature, but like real incels that just are furiously angry at women for no good reason other than they probably just have had difficulties with women throughout their life because they look funny, smell, and are probably really annoying. And despite hating women to like a comical level, he still seems to have like some sort of weird domination fetish. He shared this video on Twitter where it's like, God bless PC gaming. It's just a mod that made this girl appear in her underwear. And that to him is 100% improvement. The fact that he's getting thrown around in the game by the woman in her underwear is a 100% plus as well. And what makes it funny is the fact that he's so proud of the fact that he gets off by this that he wanted to share it for you on Twitter, which I'm pretty sure that character would be like a woke feminist to his standards. I'm pretty sure her whole deal is like she hates men and she lives in a castle with her daughters and like constantly ridicules this guy for being like a stinky man, which really just, with everything else, really makes you think about what goes on in this guy's head, what his search history must look like. It also takes away from his overall position on like video games in general, because you don't hate feminist women in video games as long as they're hot and you can get off to them. Like, you don't hate feminism, you don't hate women in games, you hate that you can't get off to the women in games. This guy also posts a ton of political stuff. I'm sure that everything is political some way, somehow to this guy. I try to avoid talking about this stuff because I just feel like most people that voice their politics online are just not qualified to discuss such things. Therefore, it's not worth engaging with them in a political manner. But there was just this one thing that I saw he post that I am so fundamentally opposed to his opinion on that I just have to come forward and voice my disagreements. New York Post posted, say that 10 times fast, before Taylor Swift's show in New Orleans, homeless encampment is forced to move. The YellowFlash views this as a negative thing and expresses that opinion by saying, how progressive. I for one think this is very cool of Taylor Swift and I hope she can do it around my house very soon. My house and everywhere else. I'm a Swiftie now. But seriously, this guy acts like Taylor Swift like specifically told her people, go clear out this homeless camp, and it wasn't just something that had to happen. Like, it was completely in her control and she's the one who did it, right? You know that the YellowFlash probably doesn't give a shit about homeless people. I know I don't, like 99.9% of the time. But it's the way that he addresses these things that I just find to be so funny. Ooh, how progressive of you. Yeah, I bet you're really fun at parties. This is the guy that everyone's just trying to chill and get drunk, and he's like, Tropic Thunder was actually great. Robert Downey Jr. was in his rights to wear that makeup. And everyone else is just like, yeah, sure, dude. Yeah, cool. And then when all the girls avoid him and no one wants to talk to him, he's like, I gave my opinion and all these woke libtards have a problem with it. I'm out. Back to my mom's basement to talk about comic books and video games. I wonder why this guy has such a problem with women. I, for one, think that you should have to be actively having sex to be able to go online and complain about women. With men or women, I don't give a shit. Either way, you're unbiased. Your opinions have not been corrupted by rejection. And that's why you gotta like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so we can build up a strong enough community to make me president, and I will fix everything. Thanks for watching, bye.